Brenda Warden Lee. Please don't start the timer yet. Just bear with me because this is my first one. So, okay, you can start. So, in 38 years, I've never actually attended a school board meeting. I have not missed watching one in the entire 6 years that my son's been in district. I have never felt more compelled to express my outrage and my disgust as I do this moment. I am an alumnus of Oyster River School District, and I'm also a parent. My family represents nearly all of what Mr. Kach's comments disparaged. My son was born with a disease that ravaged his immune system, leaving him with numerous disabling outcomes. He is developmentally delayed. The calcifications on his brain have caused cognitive abnormalities and attentiveness issues. He is biracial. He is culturally American. He does not speak jive. He does not look white. And he does not walk around the streets of Durham armed. I am also a woman, and I stand here concerned that the content of what I speak of will be overshadowed by pervasive thoughts of my breasts, my backside, and my lacking your criteria of a Barbie-esque good looks. I am entirely offended by such perverted views. Your espoused views of superiority and condescension characterizes the very definition of a breach in the Code of Ethics, Policy Code BBF-R, which states in part, take no private action that will compromise the board or administration, and Sexual Harassment Policy Code GBE-AA that states in part, sexual harassment means unreasonably interfering with the individual's work or education, or has the effect of creating an intimidating, hostile, or offensive work or learning environment. Sexual harassment may also include, but is not limited to, verbal harassment or abuse. It is a violation of this policy for any student or employee to harass a student or employee through conduct or communication of a sexual nature. In addition, your policy code JBAAB for pupil safety and violence prevention states that Oyster River Cooperative School District is committed to provide to all students, an educational setting that is safe, secure, peaceful, and free from student harassment and bullying. The district will not tolerate unlawful harassment of any type and conduct that constitutes bullying as defined herein. It goes on to say that bullying is defined as insults, taunts, whether verbal or physical in nature, which are likely to intimidate or provoke a violent or disorderly response. All of these have been violated. Make no mistake about it. And I am trying my best not to be provoked into a disorderly response. It is incredibly difficult. This has become personal. You do not belittle, use slurs, or dismissively violate ADA compliance laws that directly relate to my son. I cannot sit idly and watch this type of behavior be allowed any longer. If Mr. Kach's refusal to remove himself from the board remains, then another member from this board must ask for his resignation. The very lack of doing so makes every one of you complicit with his most embarrassing and discriminatory remarks. I have lost all confidence that my son will be afforded a peaceful, fair, and equitable educational experience. He is entitled to this. I am hurrying. I strongly question whether my son will be guaranteed that right going forward if this prejudicial attitude permeates and represents the philosophy of this board. If this behavior is deemed tolerable, then what exactly does that mean? What disciplinary actions will be taken when these policies are breached? If an educator, I promise I'm coming to an end. If an educator acted in this manner, disparaging the image of the school and disrespecting such a far-reaching amount of the population, they would be terminated immediately. Why not those members of the school board as well? To publish such slanderous remarks and not be held accountable in a public manner by one who holds a public position is a disgrace. Please begin the process to clearly define what behavior is prohibited by school board members on online sites. In addition, I would ask that you consider that upon election to the school board, any and all such accounts be closed immediately until such time as their election ceases. Ultimately, I ask that the board members be required to adhere to the same policies and standards to which we hold our teachers, administrators, and students to. And finally, when policies and standards are not met, individuals should be held accountable for their actions regardless as to their defended intent. Thank you.